Today is Monday, October 20th, and this past weekend, from Friday to Sunday, they had the big Austin F1 in town out at Coda, and yesterday was the big finale of the Grand Prix race, and our top salesman, Robert Backman, is a big-time sports shooter, and he was out there shooting like every other one of our customers wish they could shoot, with a media credential with access to all the photo pits and stuff like that. And he always comes, how many years have you done it now, Robert?
Since year one.
And how long is that?
14 years now.
14 years you've been shooting. He shoots UT basketball and football, as many you know. But anyways, 14 years you've been shooting, and that's cool. So he always brings back a bunch of good images, and we have fun looking at his stuff. So they had record attendance out there this weekend too. So Robert, I was wondering, was there one shot you were trying to get this weekend? Did you get it?
I did. The first time I wanted to actually go inside track for the final race, and I went all the way up to the top of turn one, and then got the flag flying with the cars coming into the turn from the opposite angle. Because usually we always all go to the outside and get them coming up the hill, but this time we got them turning through the hill, and it was a much different picture with the giant flag behind it. And then panning, they're literally 25 feet in front of you, so you're right there getting them as they're going down into turn two.
How fast are they going when they go by you there?
At turn one, not as fast as you'd think, probably around the 50s to 70s range. It's when we get down and you come down into turn two, and we were shooting from basically 3 back towards turn 2, where they get their speed coming down the hill, and we think they're hitting 110, 120 as they're flying. It's absolutely amazing. It's one of the hardest parts to get a shot of them on the track, is when they go from there into the S-turns.
Are you panning like this most of the day, or are you shooting head on as much as you can? But it seems like they're moving so fast, those cars fly.
You have to pan even when you're just trying to capture them coming at you, because if the camera is following them, it actually locks on more accurately.
And what camera were you shooting this time? You always shoot it, usually Fuji, but
my main camera was the
Fuji.
Fujifilm GFX 102. Had the 500 millimeter on it, and then on my hip I had the RF 100, and then on my other hip I actually had the OM 1 Mark II with their 40 to 150 on it.
40 to 150, is that the new?
That's the old lens. No, the 50 to 200 is the one I wish he had left with me.
Okay.
That new one's beautiful.
Yeah. And how do you shoot? What do you with your GFX2? You're shooting in manual mode, or
Complete manual.
Complete manual mode. Like, what are the settings? And
when they're coming directly at me, I'm pretty much 4,000th of a second at 5.6, and I was in between 400 and 640 ISO depending on cloud coverage. For panning, I was in between 250 and 400 depending on which turn I was at f13 for them to pan through.
And you got the shot that you were looking for. Was there blur in the shot, or was it a freeze shot, or
mostly a freeze shot? But there are some where the tires aren't moving, but I got a lot of them where the tires are moving, where you look at it and it's kind of like, okay, you can see where it was blurred.
And what everybody, all the photographers that go out there, they're trying to get that one that blurred wheel shot. What's the standard technique for getting that? Is
panning.
It's panning, but with a slow shutter speed or a fast?
Slow shutter speed.
The slow, like
most of us are 200 to 400 range when in the straightaways, because the cars are going so fast. There are some turns where you can knock it down to 1/60th of a second, but it is hard to stabilize the camera unless it has panning assist. But when they're coming through, turn 15 is a circular turn like this when you're on the inside of the track, so it's one of the best places to pan because they come right at you. Also, turn 12, as they come out of that turn, there's a little spot on the inside where you can literally get them coming out, but they're going much slower, so it's easier to pan in that spot.
Cool.
And then straightaway shots, I'm at 14 shooting into 13 as they come out of that turn, because it's one of the few spots where they come wide and it's just straight on in when I see them.
And you're shooting, how many frames a second are you shooting with that camera?
8 frames a second is as fast as it'll go.
8 frames a second. And you're connected, don't you keep your camera? Is there a Wi-Fi network for you out there? No, it's not.
Good
they
enough.
Don't have that set. Like at basketball, when you shoot basketball, you're hooked right into a cloud, aren't
Correct.
you? That if you
I
want
use frame.io, and I can just shoot, and by the time I get back to the media room, it's already on my cloud system.
Yeah, but out there, you're right into the card and processing them normally. And what I forgot what I was going to ask you now. Shoot, where a lot of our customers come in, they rent the long lenses for the weekend and stuff, and they tend to go to one particular grandstand. Is that still the spot? Turn 9 for the photographer that doesn't have a media pass. They should know Turn 9, the grandstands.
When you come off the grandstand, you go to the left. There's a spot where you stand on the hill, and you actually see over the fence at turn 7. And the S turns going backwards. So you can literally, if you have a long enough lens, you get them coming at you. You get them into the turn and then coming up the hill. And what's cool is once they pass 8 going to 9, when you're in the stands, you can literally pan over the fences they're going by. It's actually to be one of the best spots.
Cool.
14 is also good because 14 is over the fence. You can go from the grandstands and you get them coming out of 13 and you get them coming down the straightaway before 12 and there's no fence in your way that way.
Cool.
Even 14 into 15 or 13 into 14 wraps with it.
Any other highlights from the weekend, personally?
I was in the pit for a little bit, so I was doing portraits of the guys before they took off, doing some side portraits. I did 4.91 miles on Saturday walking, and then Sunday I did 3.91 miles. It was.
Did you give yourself an oatmeal raisin cookie at the end of the day?
No. I went home, took a shower, and went to bed.
You walk 5 miles a day, pretty much.
It was
around the track there to get the shots that you want to get the shots. Yeah.
It's not the walking; it's the carrying of the gear. You're walking around with 20 to 25 pounds of gear.
Yeah.
Most common lens I see that the pros use now from each company is a 100 to 500 or 200 to 600 or 150 to 600. Most people are not really carrying. There's like 4 or 5 guys who had their 400 2.8s, but a lot of people have downsized to 200 to 600s, especially the AP guys from Sony. They were mostly using 2 to 6. It was just easier to carry around.
Interesting, lighter, more versatile than the classic 400 millimeter sports lens. Yeah, interesting.
You just shoot a medium format and have 100 megapixels. You can just crop them whenever you want.
Did you see any Sony 400 to 800s out there, the newer lens?
Too.
Because you like that one.
Love that
You like that one a lot. And better than the 200 or 600. Still a great lens. So any other highlights you want to, before we wrap it up? You had fun?
I had fun.
Worked a lot? Yeah. And you think we're going to get some images that we'll want to hang in our store? Huh?
Yeah, those are the definitely images.
You got prize winners?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I got some shots that I've not gotten before because I went to some areas to get them straight on, and that's my new favorite area.
All right. Well, I can't, for those of you out there, you're sports photographers or action photographers or even kids soccer photographers, Robert is the sports photographer dude to talk to. And so come on in, talk to Robert about sports photography. And it was a great F1 weekend, record attendance. Wasn't too hot. It was warm, but not too hot, huh?
Yeah. 94 degrees the first day.
Yeah.
With a slight wind, but yesterday it was 91 and the wind was blowing. So we basically had.
That's great.
It's wonderful.
Cool. All right. Thanks, Robert, for the time. Perfect.